Imagine booking a romantic holiday with your man, thinking it's going to be sun, sea, soft life. But just before you get there, he says we're not sharing a room. Let's talk about it in today's episode.
Welcome back to another episode of
Yeah.
the Husband and Life podcast. This week, we're talking about holidays. We're talking about partners. We're talking about recoiling back when your partner tries to kiss you. I mean, I don't know what's happening. This dilemma is something. When it tells you, this actual dilemma tells you that your man don't like you. You don't like it at all?
It doesn't, baby, it doesn't tell you. It shows you in HD. It's so clear,
4K.
like
4K.
physical, emotional rejection.
Oh.
Like, you better start thinking. And the woman will start questioning, like, does my man still want me? You know what I mean? Does he still feel that? Or he feels it? You know? Huh? Babe, let's get into it.
Listen, you need to get your tea, your coffee, wine, whatever time of day it is, okay, for you right now. Get comfortable. Okay, we're going to spill the tea. Okay? Let's start with the dilemma, shall we? So it reads, do you love travel and do you love money? Now, we have been able to combine the two things that we love the most, which is travel and money. And here we are living the lifestyle that we've always dreamed about. We are no longer worrying about our annual leave because we are not 9-to-5ers and we're not living paycheck to paycheck. You can monetize travel to help you live the lifestyle that you want, travel the world, and help other people understand how they can travel the world too. We help our clients to book the most amazing holidays, just like this one that we're on at the moment. And we want to help other people also live this lifestyle. So if you're interested, please do send us a message and we will give you all the information that you want. Making travel pay, that's what we do. My fiancé and I just had our second baby. We've been sleeping in separate rooms at home since she was born, and I didn't mind.
She didn't mind. Okay, she didn't mind.
I don't know about this, but okay. I thought it was just a temporary measure. So that's probably why she said okay to it. Okay. We booked our first family holiday since the birth. I was excited. I thought this would be a great opportunity for us to bring back our love, reconnect, be romantic, which of course you would. It's holiday time, we're going to have fun. But when we got to the hotel, he casually said, you and the baby can sleep in one room. I've got mine. Just like that. Eh? He's the one that made the arrangements. What can you do?
Of course. Forward thinking.
He wants his piece. I was speechless. I tried to talk to him about it and he said he sleeps better alone. Later that night, I tried to kiss him. He pulled away. He gave me the okay. I felt disgusting, embarrassed, rejected basically. Now I'm wondering, is this just a phase or is my partner emotionally checking out? I'm scared to ask because I think I already know the answer. Well, okay. I don't know if this one is actually a dilemma because you've already said, because I think I already know the answer. But let's delve in, guys. Let's talk about it.
The dilemma is very clear. If you went in for a kiss, like, and you go, that would kill me. It would finish me. It would hurt me as a guy. So as a woman, Lord have mercy.
The rejection, the pain, the suffering, the torture is all I can say. It feels like it's one of those relationships that's slowly fading away. Let's delve back into the separate rooms for a second. Because why are we doing separate rooms?
Because it's fine when we're home. Why can we why change it? Why break it? Why fix it if it ain't broken? Why break it if it ain't broken?
Why break it if it ain't broken? Joker. But them sleeping separately is an issue for me.
Why?
Okay, because we had the baby together. We had the baby together.
The creation, yes.
Why am I the one doing night feeds and you're sleeping soundly, peacefully, no interruptions? Let's talk about that. Yes, first of all, I know she said it was temporary. But you have to have a date. When you think something's temporary, right? When you make these contracts with your partner,
there needs to be a timeline.
There needs to be a timeline. Like, how long we doing this? First 6 weeks? What we're doing? Because really, any more than 6 weeks, it's not temporary. But it's first 6 weeks, But really, why are we sleeping separately in the first place?
Because it's clear. There's a difference between like needing your space and wanting to just gather your thoughts, refresh, reset, and just go and get it. Even if my guy was like, I just need a day or two just to, because it's been crazy,
a day or two.
And then we can really get the holiday cracking. It's been stressful trying to get off work, trying to do business, trying to close it so we can be here and just relax.
Oh, you're talking about a day or two on holiday?
Yes.
That they should have separate rooms?
Yes.
No.
Why not?
No. Absolutely not.
Because he might just need to, because if let's say he has a business or a job and it's relentless.
The baby is relentless.
I'm trying to argue what his thinking process was.
The baby is relentless. The job is relentless. Which one?
I'm trying to put myself in his shoes from his perspective.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in his defense, yes, my client, understand it.
My client
is emotionally and physically dealing with a lot. So, sleeping in separate beds makes it a little bit healthy for the moment, but it's just paired with a bit of emotional rejection, which he's now feeling because it hasn't worked out the way he intended. He just wanted, I just need a few days.
He didn't say a few days, though. It's a 2-week break, bro.
Communication.
2-week break, bro.
The lack.
2-week break. My thing is, the holidays are for reconnection. Okay? If people don't know, the reason why you crave them so much is for relaxation, reconnection. I'm talking about partners anyway. Solo trips, it's different. But with your partner, whether you're a family holiday or you're just the two of you going together, the whole point of the holiday is for one, to remove yourself from your normal environment where you're working, where you're always getting it, hustle, grind, right? So you want to step back, you want to relax, and you want to reconnect with each other. Have those conversations that maybe you don't really truly have at home because there's too much going on. There's too much going on in your mind. Life is happening. Things are moving fast,
but
right?
That's your idea of a holiday. His idea of holiday is to disconnect, as in separate, create distance.
That makes no sense. Then go on holiday by yourself. How can you disconnect if you're coming together, you're having a family holiday?
We spend the whole day together, but at night I close my eyes so I can rest by myself.
That makes no sense. Sorry. If you're here to we're using words disconnect.
No,
you said dis.
Because when it's time for bed,
we're not supposed to be.
We unplug. You know what I mean? So we unplug. We turn off all devices and all loud things, so we can have a peaceful sleep. Yes. You seen the guy on Darius here? He's like, his room has got nothing in there. It's black. It's not for bed. It's just time for sleep. So that's what he's doing. Yeah? He's there like a monk in his room. Yeah,
with the bed.
He's on the floor. Yeah, with a mat. That's what he is. Okay,
you're doing too much, man.
That's what he's there to do. He's not there scrolling.
He's there to disconnect. Okay,
to unplug, to unwind. Yeah.
Listen. Holidays are not for separation. They're not for separation when you've come together as a family to have good times, to, reconnect. Yes. That's what the holiday is supposed to be for. Yes, to have the conversations that you don't necessarily have at home. I believe that holidays turn you into a different person even. You're in a different country, you wear different clothing than you would back home. You eat different foods, you learn new languages, you meet new people that you wouldn't necessarily meet. You become a little bit of an extrovert. If you're an introvert, you decide, today I'm out here. I'm gonna talk to strangers. You know, there's certain things you do on holiday that you don't do when you're at home. And my point is, that is what the holiday is intended for, as a family, as a couple, to reconnect. Even a little smushy. A little toot of the bed, of the squeaky coils in the bed. But he has rejected the kiss. He's done one of these. He's given her one of these. So maybe there won't be knocking boots.
There won't be no smushy.
There won't be no smushy, no knocking boots.
There's pussy. Because you gotta think. I know you're saying it's time for connection, but some people, as COVID showed us, when the divorce rates went through the roof, people are married but do not like each other.
Somebody said it's at least 80% of couples. He started at 75%. Actually, it's 80%. It's high. They just want to be with someone for the sake of not being alone.
Alone, safety,
somewhere to live, somewhere to put your head down.
Bills,
Yeah, half them bills together, 50-50.
Nah, some are there for the 80-20. So then
100%.
Some of the 100%.
They don't pay rent at
nothing.
All. They don't bring nothing to the table at all.
So they're there. So when he says separate rooms, you like, do you want me to do a separate hotel? Would that be easier for you, Your Highness?
I wouldn't have even gone. And the thing that is annoying is that he told her as she was there. He didn't tell her beforehand.
When they arrived.
That's what she said in the dilemma. When we got to the hotel, that's when he told her. When they're checking in. By the way.
It's too late to check out then.
It's too late.
You're
already here.
You're
already here. It's too late. You can't say I'm not going. So you just have to go with it. You just have to go with it. Even though you're not happy, you say, oh, that's fine. It's not fine.
So what can they learn from this situation then?
I think she needs to... Let's start with the separate rooms and then we'll talk about the rejection of the kids. Intimacy is not just a physical thing. Okay?
No,
it's not.
Really
it's not just always, touchy, mwah, right? Intimacy is...
Sorry, Manda.
You need to learn this, guys. Yeah. Listen up, okay? Intimacy is the little things that you do, the consistent little things that you do. For example, this morning, I had breakfast brought to me.
Who did that?
My husband. My husband brought breakfast to me. Coffee, little egg,
pancake,
sausage, some mushrooms, little pancakey. Okay? Intimacy is those little acts that you don't even say nothing.
You drop and go.
It's just happening. Here you go, babe. Enjoy. Now that you can do it separately. That can happen separately. That's not a problem. Okay. I know you want time for yourself. Here's your breakfast. See you later.
Do send your emails.
Yes, do your thing. That is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That language of
just
understanding.
Showing I'm there. Just showing.
I thought of you. Boom.
There you go.
Okay. That's what I mean.
All right. So that's intimacy. So they can take away intimacy. You said, what else? You said that was the physical touch. You're saying the intimacy is not just the physical touch. Yeah, it's more than...
It's having understanding of who your partner is and the things that they want.
What if my guy wants distance? That's what works for him to recenter himself. He goes on holiday.
That's what I mean. He can have the distance. You can have the distance.
But you said he can't sleep separate rooms.
He can't sleep in separate rooms. There's a newborn baby. There's a baby, not even newborn, but there's a baby.
It's a.
And you're telling me I must sleep with the baby, and you're gonna sleep alone. How very dare you? Why didn't you take your baby and sleep with your baby? And I sleep alone because I don't get no sleep because there's a baby.
So what's the reason?
If he had said that, I would have said, "Yo, that is top tier, mwah, chef's kiss. Let me take the baby. We got separate rooms. Let me take the baby and you sleep." She would have been absolutely legs wide open, legs akimbo.
My guy didn't want no legs, bro.
He clearly don't want no legs because if he said that, that holiday would have been rocking. They would have found a babysitter. The hotel has a babysitter service. We would have found one. What?
So
Kids club.
So why is he avoiding closeness?
He doesn't like her.
Okay.
She repulses him. I'm sorry to say, darling.
Jesus.
I have to tell you the truth. Because...
But he can handle the truth.
No, it's true though, because if you're going in for kisses and my guy's recoiling, he doesn't like you.
He gave it a fat Joe, bro.
He doesn't like you. And you need to, unfortunately, because you've had a child with this person, you need to sit down and find out why. What's going on? Talk to him. Find out why.
Because, like you said, your body knows, innit, before your brain does.
She knows. She said it in the thing. She knows that if she asks him the question, she's going to get the answer that she doesn't want. And you need to absolutely ask him the question and make him tell you the truth.
Because it might have been just the wrong time. He
It might
might
have been.
he might have had food in his mouth when you came and tried to kiss him, and he just had some onions. You know, you don't like onions, or
Bruh.
garlic, or he had
Unless
mushrooms.
you're anaphylactic, allergic to something,
You
I'm
know what I mean?
sorry.
He
Nah.
knows you're allergic to peanut butter, so he was like having his
He shouldn't
peanut
have been
butter
eating the
sandwich.
peanut butter then. She's going to die.
Your EpiPen wasn't nearby, so he was protecting you.
No. We need to find out why he's distancing himself from you. You need to ask the hard questions. We all say this every single episode. Communication is the only way. It's the only way. Okay? You can not ask him and continue to sleep in separate rooms and continue to go on holidays with in separate rooms and separate lives and separate. And eventually it will start to just go like this. Boom, 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 boom.
If you don't grow like this.
If you're not growing like this, you're going like this. And there is no relationship that can sustain this. None at all. Parents, family, boyfriend, husband. If you're going like this, it's never going to work.
It's going to miss.
Absolutely. So you need to ask him the hard questions.
So, babes, so we've identified why it's a red flag, why there should be intimacy, why it's important. How can you help yourself if you were ever to be in her shoes? How can you try and fix this or try and bring this closer so you get that clarity that you need to understand? Ask tough questions to go. Do you find me repulsive now? Let me know.
Do you find me attractive?
Do you find me attractive?
Do you love me?
You know?
Are you in love with me? Because love me and in love is two things. Go.
I don't not like the girl.
I don't like her. I don't hate her.
I don't hate her.
That's what he said. I don't hate her. From maths. I don't hate her. I don't hate the girl.
I don't hate the girl.
So what?
So what should they do?
I think that like I said, the first step is to communicate with your partner. Go on the holiday. Obviously, you've gone on the holiday and you've had your separate rooms, and I'm sure he had a wonderful, restful time, while I'm sure you didn't because you had the baby in the room. So he is pulling away. Affection is zero at this point. You need to find out why. Why is this happening, and what can we do about it? And the conversations that you need to have with him. Why is he pulling away? And he needs to be honest with you. He can't give you no fluffy. Oh, I'm just tired. Oh, there's a lot on my mind. Oh, no. I guarantee you, this man here could have the hugest problem going on. If I jump on him, he gonna jump right back. Okay? I'm just letting you know. There is no way the male species, the men who find you attractive, who want to be with you, who think you're sexy, who want to, who love you, they're in love with you, they want to be with you. If you jumped on him and said, let me take your kiss, let me sort it out for you, let me just.
There is no, I'm tired. No. There's no, not today.
Not for men.
No, there's no.
No, not for men. For women, it's different. We're very much in our heads. We overthink a lot. We take on a lot of emotional situations and we internalize that a lot. So it's different.
Can you say for the people in the back? Yeah.
I don't even know what I said, but you heard me. Rewind, okay? Women are different to men when it comes to intimacy. That is why we require a lot more to get into it. Whereas men, you just take clothes off and he's good. He's just ready to go.
It's a simple life.
A kiss, mwah, done. He's ready to go. Whereas with women, it takes. We need love. We need rubby. Foot massage, kiss on the neck, all them things there. You need extra bits. So we just need a little icky. So you need to find out, really find out why. Why is he pulling away? Why does he think that it's acceptable for you to have separate rooms on holiday? That one for me, I don't understand. So you need to ask him, how long does he need for this separate room agreement that we made?
The temporary one.
Yes, the temporary one. How long is it?
How long is temporary?
Yes.
3 months, 6 months?
It really shouldn't be. It shouldn't be long.
What's long? What's short?
I don't know. A month. A month.
Why? Why a month?
Just like to get into your groove, fun. Because when you have a baby, you have to figure out a routine. Mm-hmm. You have to figure out, especially if he's going to work on maternity leave. So he's going to be going to work. So you got to figure out a routine. figure out how the baby's going to fit into your life. There's a lot of moving pieces to put together, and then a month is enough time to sort that out and get a schedule and a routine for your baby.
Yeah.
So then he needs to decide what part of the routine he's going to get involved in.
Sure.
Yeah. And weekends, my guy should be taking the baby and you should be sleeping. Let's swap over. Let's see if that happens. But that's what I mean. You need to establish things. So there's a lot to talk about. You also need to make sure that you ask the hard questions, whether you want to hear the answer or not, my dear.
Hey.
Because you can spend all the time pretending that this isn't really happening.
And
you can sit there and just be like, oh, he loves me, he loves our baby. However, he doesn't touch me.
Them actions
he doesn't kiss me, doesn't want to sleep in bed with me. That's going to continue to hurt you. And you're only hurting yourself by sitting there and taking that kind of, the emotional, we call it emotional crumbs, where they just give you a sliver, bare minimum.
It's that trail and your little breadcrumbs.
Yeah, emotional crumbs where they just give you a little something to keep you there. You're like, oh my God, he was so amazing. And it's just it's everyday stuff. Oh, he took the baby and changed baby's nappy today. I'm so excited. Just today.
I do it every day. I do it 6 times a day.
Yeah, you should be taking the baby from you when you need to shower, when you need to eat, when you need to nap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, full night sleep for once. Let him do the night feed. Yes. Even if you're breastfeeding, pump that thing, girl. Pump it.
Pump it up.
So these are the things that you need to do. Conversation needs to be had. What are we doing? What is happening? These are the questions that we need to ask. We need to unpack where we're going with this. We've had a baby. How are we going to nurture and help this baby grow as a family, together as a team, not separately? Because if you're going to be separate, you might as well be co-parenting, bro.
Can they get support? Can they get some sort of therapy? Can they have something coupling to help them?
Well, that depends on what he says to her when she asks the question. I always advocate for therapy. I always advocate for someone coming in only if you want to fix it. And that means he wants to fix it too, not just you.
If he says, nah, I'm good.
Because some men don't want to fix it. They don't even think there's anything wrong with it. So
why are we going to fix it?
Yeah, why are we going to go therapy? Yeah, he might not think there's a problem with it. He might think this is normal. So it depends. I wouldn't talk about therapy until you establish what he wants. What is happening? Why are we not intimate? Do you love me? Are you in love with me? Do you find me attractive?
No.
These are the questions that we need to be asking, like real questions, not fluffy fluff. So these are the things that you can do to establish where you're at. If he does not give you the answers that you are wanting, then it is time to think about how you're going to live life separately.
Random.
It's going to be real separate then.
Listen.
Yeah, you want separate rooms, you're going to be living separately.
Man, you need to talk, man. Don't ghost your girl when you live in the same house, man. If you're going through something, just say, listen, I've got a lot on my plate and I just need a day or two, just a moment, just to really, there's some things I'm dealing with, because men go through internal battles the word will never know. But just, she might go, what is it? You might not want to share the what is it? You might want to put that extra pressure on there, because everything you give to a woman, she multiplies.
Oh, look at that.
So,
multiplier.
So you might, if you give her stress, it gives you more stress. If you give her more bless, it gives you more blessings.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to have a chat. Just say, listen, this is what's happening. If you want to have the chat, if you're done, then you can have that. You can have that chat too.
Tell her you're done.
Tell her you're done.
What we doing
The
here?
limbo thing is
wasting precious time.
Her time, your time.
We're running out of time, guys. Said it. We're running out of time.
People always think we have so much time.
We do not.
Yesterday, this moment right here, to subscribe to my podcast, you will never have it again.
So you should have done it
by now.
You should have done it by now, guys. So ladies, I just want you to know, if you've ever been rejected by your partner, if you have ever felt like the intimacy is dwindling, please let us know in the comments. And if you know a friend who's dealing with this situation as we speak, send her this episode. She needs to watch it. Okay, she needs some healing. She needs some support. We're here for you, girl.
Yeah.
We're here. But this has been the Husband and Life podcast.
Yes.
Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next week.
Peace.
Love you.